everyone. Never really did a video before, one was short. But my sister and I is going on a road trip. We headed to visit with some of Tyler Perry family. From there, we're going to New Orleans and some other places. But what I would like to say is that we always use, I wouldn't call it a cliche, because it haven't lost its value, but nobody really haven't identified the meaning of it. And that is, I'm not perfect. No one's perfect. So, you know that no one is perfect, that includes yourself. So when there is a situation when somebody hurt you, why can't you say, I know that person not perfect, and forgive them? Why can't we not meditate and treat people as though they never hurted us? We say that we know God because we quote scriptures, but do we have a relationship? I know there's some things that I'm working on, and the thing that I know about me working on it is that I can't work on it without God. Because there are always people saying, when I get myself ready, I'm going to go to church. That's impossible for you to get yourself together or get yourself ready, because you didn't create it, you. God created you. And He gave us free will, and the choices that you made make you feel like you can do it yourself because of the free will. And when we think that we're in control, we're not always in control. What's gonna be according to His will if you have a relationship with God. And I want to give God thanks for my friends and family. And you need to know that family really don't need to have the same DNA. How people treat you, that's the people you need to be around. If somebody's not good for you, if somebody's not thinking about you. Now, there are some people that's busy in life, and it's not that they're not thinking about you, it's just that they're trying to get their grind on, which is understandable. But at one point in their life, they will call or text. And something that I learned in church that my pastor, Bishop Emery, has spoken, he said he went to this graduation, and this young man spoke for graduation, and he was saying how when you're born, when you're a baby, you look like your parents, but when you die, you look like your decision. Something to think about. What decision are we making that's going to be an influence when people see us when we're in that coffin? You can tell the alcoholic when they're in a coffin. You can tell when somebody have died from a certain sickness. Usually if they had AIDS, they have this little covering over the coffin. Not that it means that it's their fault, but the psychological sense of it, of course we're quick to judge. We bias people, but we need to learn to think twice and speak once, But what are you doing? Are you gravitating to people that hurt you? Are you in love with that hurt? Because this is what I want. And if I don't get it, then I don't want nothing else. But what if God is trying to shift us into another direction, and we keep falling in that same situation, like He said in the Word, returning to our own vomit like a little animal. And please don't quote me on that part, because I can't remember if it was a dog or whatever, but read your word and inbox me with what it said. But anyway, we just have to be mindful. We have to forgive. If you see the people that's trying to be in your life is trying, pay attention to those people. If they are praying for you, if they're giving you good counseling, be around those people. Don't be around negative people, And if you're going to tell a story, if you're going to tell what somebody did you, make sure you tell the whole thing so you can get the truth, the whole advice. Because if you're telling somebody what they say to you and what you didn't say to them, they're going to give you based on what you're telling them. And if you have a relationship, you would go to God and ask God to reveal to you. And I'm not talking about No other God. I'm talking about the creator of this world who gave his only begotten son, Jesus. And I'm not saying this because of, I have a relationship with God, because even though I have a relationship with God, I sometimes hurt his feelings too. He have a nature, and that's where we get our nature from. God is, he like to laugh. He have humor, He created us in his likeness. So, just give God the glory, and we're going to enjoy this road trip. And I want to say something. I met someone that became one of my friends, and this person had a grandmother, great grandmother, that died maybe 2 years ago, 99 years old. That's a blessing. And he also have like a grandfather that's still alive. I never met my grandfather, and I'm like, oh, I want to meet your grandfather. That is just so. And I meet people that come in the store, and they telling me stories